Hello, everyone. Oh, my goodness. There we go. Hi, my darlings. Just I had set this for 10 o'clock, but then just had to put it back half an hour. You know, spit happens, and then you got to wipe it off the person's face. So, um, it's Mr. James got my coffee ready. He's making me hot chocolate at the moment with some frothy cream on it. So, yeah, he's yep. So who we got? Spirit Beyond the Stars. Hello. Catherine Stubbs, Human Generic Geek. Hi, Geek Renee. What's up? Who is up to giving Orange Tumor of Mar-a-Lago an Atomic Melbourne? I have no idea what an Atomic Melbourne is. Judy Malley, hello. Ebot, hi. I've got my fancy water glass here because he doesn't want me to be drinking from a bottle on screen. He thinks my mother dragged me up to be better than that. So my mother thinks she dragged me up to be better than that. Okay. Scott Morrison's in the poo again. Going to Lismore and not being let loose in the public the way he was after the bushfires. And the public don't like it because he's not walking down any of the streets and seeing any of the real damage. He's going to all perfectly set up things. And the journos there were having a go at him for that. Because last time he went out into the masses, he got told to get stuffed.
Hawaii.
Beijing reiterates claims that NATO instigated conflict. Okay. Yeah. Oops. Have I frozen? Oh, it looks like I froze there for a minute. Did anybody see that? Couldn't freeze on a picture of me looking absolutely fabulous, could it? Let's have a look here. Poses sanctions on Russia. Okay. I'm just going to shut down a few pages here. Well, time zone wizard. I'm just going to have a look and see what I can do. Your phone was berserk on Tuesday. Lights went out today. The storm isn't that bad. Okay. Just bringing up a couple of things here on the other page. I think I might just shut down that whole lot for now. And I'm going to delete. I don't do that enough. Browsing history on the control panel. Hopefully that'll free up. Stop some freezing from happening. Oops, where is it? Go into settings. Margel, hello. Patricia Francino, hello. Hope everyone's going well. Select all. And delete those. Selected cookies, yeah. So we'll get that and close that. And we'll close that. And then we'll go delete. Delete. Oh, yeah, you can just put it there. Thank you.
There you go.
And a spoon.
Careful.
And just
Hot, hot. Okay, I'll leave you to it.
I hope everyone's going okay. We have unfortunately lost more lives in the eastern states due to flooding. And they've still got more rough weather coming. Do it 3 times. I'm hoping that this little exercise will stop any more freezing from happening. And then we'll get on to it. There is a full documentary of United States of Secrets on YouTube, parts 1 and 2, very interesting. It talks about how our information is secretly being taken and used against us. Well, it certainly can be. In the most surprisingly simple way. All modern phones have a GPS application. So hopefully that will stop any freezing. There's a little bit of stuttering, so I don't know what's going on. It could just be the internet, the services. Nice hot chocolate with some frothy cream. A bit of a change from the coffee. So British soldiers go AWOL to fight in the Ukraine over fears that Putin... I don't know if that's true. We can have a look at that. Putin could claim UK if captured. Warn military personnel against travelling to Ukraine to fight Russia over fears the soldiers have gone AWOL. Yeah, well, that wouldn't be good. Stephanie Grisham has said that Trump admired Putin's ability to kill whoever. Wow. What a stand-up guy. Kill anyone he wanted, according to a former White House press secretary. Discussed his former US president's relationship. I think Trump feared Putin. I think he was afraid of him. I think the man intimidated him because Putin is a scary man. Just frankly, I think he was afraid of him. If Trump had any sense, he would be afraid of him. Khashoggi. Okay. Is it true? Is what true? Are you wondering if Putin's tied to Khashoggi as well as the Saudi prince. It seems to be a little better now. Okay, yeah, I just had too much stuff running at once. I've got to learn not to do that. Yeah. You believe Trump had a hand in Khashoggi's murder? Well, he could have, yeah. So let's have a look. You can't see my cleavage, but there it is, right? And I came in and showed James what I was wearing, and he said, "Could you put something on your cleavage, please?" So I did. I put some perfume on it. Yeah. So did Trump have any? I think Jared Kushner certainly did. Did Trump have anything to do with Khashoggi's murder? Was he directly involved? We've got the judgment card. That can also be a card of awareness. You're rolling on the floor, laughing your ass off. What, over my cleavage? I hope not. So the trumpet, of course, heralds people awakening. It can also, I suppose, be a level of awareness. I'm getting the word awareness. So he was aware what was going on. Was he directly involved? It's the government outside of the box, within the box. Anxiety. He's certainly worried about some ties coming out with the Nine of Swords. So we've got the Judgment, we've got the Hierophant, and now we've got the Nine of Swords. So he's certainly got some concerns about something about the Khashoggi murder coming out. It's all being put down to Jared Kushner, but did Trump in any way have a hand in it? I'm thinking yes, he did. But what? It might be hard. Would it be easy to pin down? And defeat, justice is a double-edged sword. So I do think that he probably did have some form of involvement in it, but it's going to be really hard to prove and pin down. So there's not going to be the proof required, I don't think, for him to be able to be charged with it. As I said, justice is a double-edged sword. Oh, geek hillbilly. I gave him a hug, okay? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't think they'd ever be able to trace it back to him. There'd be indications, but that would not be enough of a burden of proof. Okay. That horrible news about that hospital where mothers and children were killed. Hi, Celtics here. I've seen a lot of improvement in my skin recently, which is good. I think it was me balancing out my diet better, doing a lot better with my diet and stuff. And yeah, so was it Putin who bombed that hospital? Spirit and universal spirit and guides of the highest truth and compassion. You can't Yeah, pushing boundaries, taking risks and pushing boundaries. Yeah, and here's Putin ordering that. I'm glowing. Well, if I'm glowing, it's because I'm eating better. I'm getting my diabetes and blood sugar levels under control. And I just put a mud mask on about 5 minutes before I came on. A mud pack and some very simple one, only takes a couple of minutes, and some moisturizer. Oh, look, so many things he's done, including the attack on that nuclear power plant that starts with Z in the south of Ukraine. Would put him in front of that. Will Putin ever end up in front of The Hague? Can you guys hear me all right with my new microphone? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Ewat. Guys, we all go through tough times, and sometimes it can drain us and sap us and come out in different ways. And yeah. Oh, that's great. Okay, so will Putin end up in front of The Hague? Eight of Cups, Four of Coins, Three of Pentacles, seeing abandonment. He's going to be very, very insecure. I feel like he's going to go into hiding so that he can't be found. Like, I haven't got a hermit card here for that, but I do think there is going to be talk about this. The security, he's feeling very insecure, much more insecure than he would let on, because this isn't happening the way he envisioned. That makes him very dangerous. But this Four of Pentacles card can also be about instability and insecurity in health, but it can also be about separating yourself from others. And that is like with the Eight of Cups. That could be him actually ending up going into hiding. Let's have a look. Let's explore this some more. Will Putin appear in The Hague? Okay, here's the Emperor. That's him. Page of Swords, Page of Wands, talking about his actions. There's certainly talk of it, but then there's disappointment with the Page of Swords. I don't think he'd actually appear in person. Six of, okay, what I've got is Six of Wands, movement, hiding. And then we've got the momentum, the Seven, again, pushing boundaries. This can be about victory. It can be about momentum. I don't know if they can try anyone in The Hague without them being there. But I think this could be stored momentum. Because I just don't know. But I do think that any trials would be because I do think he'll go into hiding. Hi, Bonnie Russell. Hi, Patricia Franzino. Is the Georgian governor in cahoots with Putin? Like in the state of Georgia or the country of Georgia? Are you talking about Brian Kemp, or are you talking about the man in charge of the country of Georgia, which shares the southern border with Russia? Just a bit of clarification on that, please. Yeah, the Russian people don't deserve to be put in the position that their leader has put them in. Hi, Kenya Jones. Brian Kemp. Yep. Okay, Brian Kemp. Is he in cahoots with Putin? I don't see him being in cahoots with Putin. Not every person who's GOP has taken money from Russians. Not every Democrat is completely, not every Democrat is completely blame-free of or can't be tied to Russian. So in some way, but yeah, to that money in some way. Brian Kemp. Look, I'm not seeing any direct ties, but I do see him walking away. I was thinking about Brian Kemp and doing a while I was shuffling the cards, and this came up, walking away. I'm just going to be back in a minute. James forgot to turn that fan on that's just over here. I'll go and do that, and then I'll be back. So, that little parcel we were expecting last week? It came. And we just looked at it. We spent $30. We thought, yeah, it might be, it might not be true. It might not. Well, it was very small. But honestly, we had a look at what was in it, and it just melted our hearts. And yes, we paid $30, but what we got was $30 of joy. Have a look at this. I'm glad we didn't spend more money, but we looked at this little fella and just both of us fell in love with it. And we said, yeah, we spent $30. We got $30 of joy, and we're going to absolutely like we got ripped off in Paris. Normally people get ripped off for €5, but we got ripped off for 20 by some people who start braiding wristbands around your wrist and you can't get away from them. And we just kept them and had a good laugh. So we had a good laugh over this, and they're joyous. And yeah, so it's a cute little thing. We absolutely adore it. But yeah, we won't be doing it again. So sometimes you make some mistakes. You have some slip-ups. What are you going to do? You can either find some joy in it or beat yourself up and get angry at the whole world. And I have no use for beating myself up or anybody else. Rand Paul. Okay. But first, we're looking at Brian Kemp. I've got walking away. So what else is in the cards for Brian Kemp? And he's up for re-election this November. Past mistakes, the 6 of Cups. Balance. The Temperance card. Tipping the balance. Loss, regret. I think there might be something coming out about, there was all along there's been talk about him not winning fairly, and I do think that this is unfairness and the past coming back and tipping the balance. You notice one card is lower than the other in his own favour. So I do think something might come out of that. He might have to walk away and not recontest the election. Okay. Will Stacey Abrams win this time? And then we'll have a look at Rand Paul's in-laws, okay? And they're funneling Russian money into his campaign. So will Stacey Abrams win the governor's race against Brian Kemp? Quick decision. Things are not going to be held up for a long time. It's going to be clear pretty quickly. I asked, will she win? We've got the 10 of Pentacles. Yes, very helpfully. The 9 of Cups. Wishes coming true. These are good cards. Bit of anxiety. What's with that? Justice. Will she win? Yeah. There might be a short battle, but that's going to be resolved very quickly. Whatever issues come up will be resolved very quickly. Senator Einhoff is resigning in Oklahoma, but he will not resign until he knows for sure that a Republican is going to get his seat. Well, Oklahoma has a Republican governor, doesn't it? So chances are that it probably will. But what does he mean? Does that mean, is he going to stay there till the election? And let's go back to Rand Paul. I'll get a different deck. Let's have a look. Hi, Teresa Balthazar. Well, why it may be I'll just take. So is he resigning now or just not recontesting? I don't know that Einhorn needs to be locked in an asylum. He's elderly, pretty elderly. They all think that they can just say, what they say goes, but it's just not the truth. But in all likelihood, if the governor's a Republican will be appointed to take his place until the election, if that's how. Senate for 30 years. Okay. What Rand Paul? Is Rand Paul? He's ultimately responsible for his campaign fund, in my eyes at least. I don't know if that's in the eyes of the law. Rand Paul's in-law was indicted for illegally funneling Russian money to his campaign. Geek, when did this happen? Is this a recent development? Is Rand Paul going to be indicted over his campaign funds? Because I thought I've heard stories about this previously. 2 days ago, yep. So is Rand Paul going to be indicted? Well, all his plans and strategies are going to be for naught. Okay? He is not prepared for what is coming. There's reversals in this deck. So this is him just not... Yes, he did. Oh, Einhoff did, yeah. He's not prepared for what is going to be coming at him. Is he going to be indicted? He's trying to suppress he's trying to find a way not to be. So I've got this. I said, is he going to be incited? I've got the Ace of Swords reversed. Now that doesn't have to be a negative, but it means that the suppression of the truth is trying to happen. So maybe fighting off the truth. Is he going to be indicted? I think it's going to look like he's going to get away with it, and then out of nowhere, he gets indicted. Now, we've got 2 major arcana here. They have everything they need to indict him. So we've got 2 major arcana here, which these are big impact cards. Why is this the Ace of Swords inverted? Why is it reversed? There's something hidden about his victory. Possibly that he didn't win fairly. Okay. This is invalid. His victory really is invalid. Yeah. Will he have to resign? Let's have a look. Louisville civil rights lawyer. Good on him. Civil rights anywhere in the world is really important. Is Rand Paul going to have to resign? If he has to resign, hi Angie. Oh, he's going to be very embattled, and this is a yes card, by the way. Yeah, King of Queens. This is corruption. Congress is definitely in an uproar here. Will he have to resign? Yeah, the case is very, very strong against him. Geek, in your state, if he resigns, do they have to hold a special election, or will your governor just appoint somebody? Hi, Shelby Lisa. Can appoint one. Yeah, I know, but she is a Dem. Einhoff. What about Oklahoma? They've got a GOP governor, haven't they? So, if Rand Paul resigns, will a Democrat be appointed in his place? There's talks of it. On the bottom, yes. That would definitely strengthen the Democrats' position in the Senate. Anyone got an answer for me about the governor of Oklahoma? Against it, that's right. He's a Republican. Yeah, if Einhoff resigns, Stitt will appoint another Republican. I don't see why he's making such a big fuss about that. Okay, the Kremlin tells the United States to await London. The Kremlin accused the United States on Wednesday of declaring an economic war on Russia, and that was sowing mayhem to the energy markets. And it put Washington on notice. It was considering its response to a ban on Russian oil and energy. Why is he retiring so early in his term? Okay, let's have a look. Einhoff, why is he retiring so early? I'm getting health is coming through. 89. Hi, Angela Hone. Geek, have you heard from Melinda on her laptop and how it's going? Yeah. Why is Einhoff retiring so early in his term? Well, he's 89, you know. Angela Hone. No, Oklahoma's governor is GOP. Okay, let's see. Why is Guide to the Highest Truth and Compassion? Why is Einhoff retiring so early in his term? He's come to a tipping point, a crossroads, and I'm still getting health. Health. And something new has popped up with his health that cannot be ignored. It's really scuppered. And when it's placed within the bigger picture, it scuppers any plans. Hi, Sharon Stanley. Yeah, it's surprising news. It's emotional news. But I do think he's had tests done and that's confirmed. It's his health. A turning point, and quite a big one in his health. Something else has come in, and along with everything else, and his family want him to. Oh, that's all right, Shelby Lisa. Judy Malley, hi. So Russia. You see the bacchanalia, the hostile bacchanalia, which the West has so. And that, of course, makes the situation very difficult and forces us to think seriously. He declined to outline the exact nature of Russia's response. Sharon Stanley, yeah. Okay. I think what will Russia's response be to banning of Russian oil? The Republican National Committee has sued the January 6th committee. What on earth for? Okay, what will Putin's response be to the ban? He's definitely going to want to strike out. Queen of Wands. Now we've got the pyramids in the background here, which are often connections. So I am thinking, as I was thinking before, cyber attacks. Will they be successful? But they're not. They're only with the high priestess here. They're very reactive and they're not as well thought out as they used to be. And so it's going to be pretty shallow in what they can do. So not going to be very effective because, of course, in recent years, America and other countries have really bulked up their cybersecurity. That doesn't mean that things can't happen through the cyber, but yeah. For sieging unlawful information. What? Unlawful information of unlawful seizure. Okay, let's have a look at that case. Will it go anywhere? Will this case, the RNC against the January 6th committee, go anywhere? Request and then subpoenas. Republican National Committee is absolutely okay. Will this court case, partial Republican National Committee against the January 6th Commission, get anywhere? No. In one word, defeat. No. Yeah. It's going to get turfed out. Well, Scott Morrison has announced that increased funding for the defense forces of defense funding is not in the nation's interest. The security environment has changed. Both China and Russia are more, so he's not really doing much for security, for defense. Less than GDP, less than 2% of GDP. That's not a lot. What happened, Patricia? Okay, there's Nancy Markle here. VU today. She could be a troll. Nancy, if you're not, I apologize, but I think maybe someone's co-opted this woman's name, which so often happens. Are there biowarfare labs in the Ukraine, as Russia are claiming? No. It's no. And yeah, if people are down and they need some help, it's okay to feel down. Hi, new grandma. I started a bit late today, so I'm going a bit later. Now, there's something going on with those jets. Poland has said yes, they'll donate them to the MiG jets. to the Ukraine, but they're sending them to the Ramstein Air Force Base, where it appears they're just going to be sitting there. What is going on with those MiG jets? And if anyone wants a reading, of course, you can email me. $30 US for a reading. I can do them Zoom. If you're on my Facebook, I can do it on Messenger. I can do WhatsApp. There's several ways. What is happening with those planes? Why are they being sent to Germany and not directly into the Ukraine? Bit of chaos around this. Some sort of agreement. Strength. The Ace of Cups. It could be some sort of agreements with regard to aircraft that has to be gotten around, but I haven't heard anything around that. So there's an agreement, the Ukraine, Poland, the UK. These jets would provide a lot of strength in helping with the air war there. But there's, of course, a bit of a blockage with them being sent to Ramstein, which is in Germany. What is going on? Support. Details. King of Pentacles. Overhaul. Will those, okay, so there's support and there's details with the 8, but shoddy. And then the King of Pentacles, overall health of them. Maybe they need a bit of a going over. I feel like the armaments, like the rockets and all that would be put on them. They may need a little bit of work on that. Will the Ukrainians get those jets soon? Yes. Is it because they need a bit of work with the armaments that are going to be attached? Yeah. Connections. You see, there's the connections again. So, yeah, they're going to get them relatively quickly. So it's just a bit of a delay because they need a bit of work or something to be adjusted for US rockets or missiles. I don't know. I'm not an expert on planes. Hubby was saying something to me the other day about it. James? Babe? Hi, Mimi Rose. He's watching. Boris Johnson to step up sanctions on Russia after the attack on the hospital. Republican Iowa governor announces a run for second term. Hi, Jen. Hi, Jen. Hi, Chrissy. Elon Musk has a video of the space stuff that provides internet for Ukraine, along with the defense system for both the US and others. I did not. But could you read on Musk's involvement in this intervention? Okay, he was asked if he would put Ukraine on Starlink, and he did that. I don't think he's charging anything. He's an odd person, you know. He is a very visionary person. A lot of visionaries can be, but he's also a very difficult person, which a lot of visionaries can be. But what is his, along with a defense system for both the US and others, the lovers? Okay, so he'd been talking with the government and he's come up with some agreements to help with defense systems, possibly against cyber attacks as well. What's at the base of this? Thinking outside of the box. This is the Hierophant. Now, a lot of people with the Hierophant, it can be stuck with indoctrinated thinking, but I'm not getting that. Elon Musk doesn't think in doctrines. He's always thought outside of the box. And that's gotten him where he is. King of Cups. He definitely very much involved in high-level talks, possibly even up to presidential level, about some options, security options for the US. He's definitely working on details of this. Again, it's the Knight of Wands held some restraint, going slower, but not a complete stop, but pulling back a bit, working on connections. Yeah, but yeah, he is working on details with the government that will ultimately provide better security for the US. But at the moment, he is concentrating on Ukraine and doing what he can to ensure that they have the links they need, satellite-wise and otherwise. There is absolutely no doubt about it. He is a genius. And he does think outside the box. Domes, I don't know whether it's going to involve domes or protective domes and stuff, but he's definitely talking about it. You know, he's definitely involved in something. His company and his expertise has been asked for, but I don't think he's really, you know, yeah, he knows how to keep his own counsels. Okay. Governor Kim Reynolds launched her campaign for a second full term Wednesday night. Cutting taxes, personal freedom from mandates, and school choice. She probably knows her voters. Iowa. Will the governor of Iowa will she win? in November? Will she retain her seat in November? I had no idea he was originally from South Africa. What, Mark Zuckerberg? Okay. Will she retain her seat? Yeah. Yep. Definitely. Yes. And she's one who will demand loyalty from everybody. Mark, the same reader said, it's the same reader that said the same about Mark Zuckerberg. What was said about? Okay. What was being said about Mark Zuckerberg? Oh, that they're ETs, him and Elon Musk? No. Zuckerberg is smart, but he's not. Oh, thank you, Jen. He's not innovative. Zuckerberg, as we all know, there was a story about him taking that code. Zuckerberg, is smart. He's savvy, but he is by no means a genius. He's by no means a visionary. No, and neither of them are ETs. Okay. But Mark Zuckerberg cannot laugh at himself. Elon Musk can. I've seen him on Saturday Night Live. Mark Zuckerberg still dresses like he's in college. Yeah, a lot of people's jokes have been made about Elon Musk's miraculously appearing hair and better skin and all that. He's taken advantages of him to help improve his appearance and put himself forward and grow with his company, and grow in how he puts himself forward and all that. Mark Zuckerberg is really still stuck in college. So there's a complete different. It could be true. It could be true. Yeah. But I won't read on whether or not he has Asperger's or not, because that is completely, Okay. What else? Any more questions, guys? A Russian billionaire's super yacht has mysteriously vanished. Yeah, Elon Musk is. He's always had, I suppose, a vision that's bigger than himself. But he's not shy about saying, hey, look, I have this money and I'm going to use it for this or that. And yeah, I'm going to use it to help myself have a better quality of life as well. Works hard for it. But yeah, Okay. A 230 super yacht with room for 28 guests and crew. Yet in the last week, it seemingly vanished, just as other vessels belonging to Russian billionaires have been frozen or seized. Okay. The Galactica Supernova. Gee, isn't that a modest name? Owned by Lukoil CEO Vadim Alekperov, sailed in recent weeks from Barcelona to Tivat in Montenegro, arriving on March 1st. But just a day later, the boat departed, according to data. Confirm that the yacht is automatic tracking system as the AIS stopped pinging. But yeah, they've turned it off. It's they're trying to sneak it somewhere. They're trying to sneak it through. So it's been turned off. It's yeah. You're going to say good night, Pamela. Well, thank you for joining us. And please have a good night. And yeah, protective domes up. Yep, domes up. I love that. Hi, Michelle Peterson. And thank you for joining us. Yeah, I think, has that boat deliberately turned off its AIS? Yeah. Yeah. Yes, definitely. Oh, yeah, definitely. The wealthy family and all that. They don't want it seized, so they're attempting to hide it so it doesn't get seized and they don't lose it. So that's what that's all about. So yeah, it hasn't sunk or anything. Who's got a question? Anyone got a question? Ukrainian bankers said they're going to use the frozen Russian money to rebuild. Woo-hoo. Hello. Colorado Republican who pushed 2020 conspiracy theories is charged with what? Oh, yeah, that's that lady who gave out all those passwords and all that. Is she going to go to jail? Is she going to go to jail? What's her name? She's been charged. Mesa County Clerk Tina Peters. Yeah, she gave out those passwords, didn't she? Is she going to go to jail? That's a federal offence. 3 counts of attempting to influence a public servant, 1 count of conspiracy to commit attempting to influence a public servant, criminal impersonation, conspiracy to commit criminal, oh my goodness, identity theft, first degree official misconduct, violation of duty, and failing to comply with the Secretary of State. Okay, is she going to go to jail? She's not feeling very secure, but there's also probably a couple of these charges that will get dropped. But is she going to go to jail? Tower moment for her. Yeah, it's not looking good for her. 2 of Cups. She might make a deal. She might make a plea deal. But is she going to go? I do think she will end up serving some time in jail. Yeah, she is going to go to jail. but it will be a lesser time. So, yeah, I think she might end up doing a plea bargaining. Anyone got questions? Oh my goodness, sorry about the yawn. The Don't Say Gay bill. Will it be revoked? I do feel it's going to be challenged. The Don't Say Gay bill. What is its future? Not enough coffee. Judgment. Yeah, it's definitely got judgment. And retreat. So the judgment is going to be against it. Going to have to be revoked or thrown out. Yeah. Judgment against it. It was just a sop. It's a sop to conservative values. Hi, Jennifer Barnes. Her deputy. Okay. Yeah, I just read on Tina Peters, Jennifer Barnes, and I do see her. I think she's going to go to jail, but I think she might make a deal to get off a little bit lighter. Yeah. The Don't Say Gay bill. I asked if it was going to get thrown out, and I do think it will. And I do think it's going to backfire in November. Hi, Craig Dixon. Okay, but Tina Peters' deputy has been indicted on 6 counts. Okay, will that person go to jail? And then I'll read Bonnie Russell's question. Oh, that's okay, Jennifer Barnes. That's fine. Hello to all my lovely lurkers. Tina Peters' deputy go to jail. Surprising news, Ace of Wands. 3, heartbreak, 3 of Swords. Offer. Materialism. Yeah, I think the deputy's going to go to jail as well. Will he do a deal for a lesser sentence? Yeah, but he's also going to do a deal for a lesser sentence. Now, somebody asked if all of that military armament that was have the weapons the USA sent to the Ukraine last week been delivered to them? Let's have a look at that, okay? Guides of the High Truth and Compassion. Hey, babe.
Hi.
I have a question for you on planes. While you're out here, could you make me coffee? I'd appreciate it. And while you're doing it, yeah, with cream, yeah. Yeah. First, I'll just read this question. Have all the armaments sent to they made it to the Ukraine? Page of Swords. Some still haven't. So there's a little bit of disappointment. some held up in assessments. There's some that haven't, but I think at least 70% have 7 of Pentacles. 70% of them have. So there's been some delay with a few of them. Yeah, 30%. Possibly because they need some extra work doing or something. So, okay. With the MiGs, and I think you were talking to me about how, like US rockets and all that, hooking up to a MiG, do they have to have extra work done on them? The plane?
With the MiG-29.
Yeah.
Like,
would there need to be something done with the connections in the planes between the rocket launch, the rocket releases and the button and all that to accommodate US rather?
they're Soviet, the MiG-29.
Yeah. I'm
They've got a
talking
big
about US
They've got a problem with the latest Soviet planes and their missiles can, fire out of sight.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the runs that Poland have promised. And they were
Can
sent
be.
to Germany. Why
Yeah.
would they be sent to Germany first?
Oh, no idea. I know that they can have better armament put on them.
Could it be because of that? Would they need a bit of extra work done to get better armament put on them?
No. The,
You
hard
should
point-
just be able to do it.
Yeah, the hard points are good. There's,
What about American armaments on the MiG?
yeah, that's the problem.
There would need to be a little bit of work
Yeah.
done on them, because that's the message I got
But
about why they were
sometimes
sent to Germany.
Sometimes with aviation things, you change one little thing and you're changing the entire aircraft. There's sometimes, like the modifications on some of those Soviet attack helicopters,
Yeah,
they took a long time.
Yeah. they need Patriot missiles. Patriot missiles still a thing, darling? Patriot missiles, are they still around?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They'd have to get them off the US, though.
Ramstein could paint the planes from Polish to Ukrainian. They have the facilities. Yeah, there's something that they're doing to the planes first before they go. So, but
Oh, that's
I think that's the reading I got. They
That's
had to
it.
do a bit of
That's-
work
they're
as to
basically,
why they weren't sent directly over the border into the
they're
Ukraine.
making them more fit for purpose in the Ukraine.
Okay, that's what you feel, because that's the sort of
Absolutely.
message I got from the story,
Yeah,
from why they would be sent to Ramstein.
yeah. If they wanted them to shoot up that column of tanks,
Yeah, I'm just asking your opinion on that.
oh gosh, I don't really. Yes.
Not with the cards. I know you don't understand the
understand.
cards and all that,
Yes.
but with your knowledge of planes and air forces and things like that, yeah. James seems to think that they would get, and also so that Poland can have plausible deniability. That could be true too, Craig. So it could be a combination. Oh, we handed the planes over to the US. We don't know what they did with them afterwards. But no, upgrading the weapon systems too. Yeah.
That's
What I was
that's
getting.
bang on. Upgrading weapons.
Well, that's what I got. That's what I got, like connections. I got connections within the planes and
Yeah,
stuff.
they need to be upgraded.
Thank you.
No worries.
That's the second time his real world knowledge has validated something I've said in the last couple of weeks, the last week or so. And he's like, oh, no. Thank you.
And I can do coffee.
And he can do coffee.
God, I'm indispensable. Oh, sorry.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but life would be a lot harder without you.
Yeah. I looked up some chalets in Esperance. Views of the beach, studio, 1 bedroom.
Yeah. Biden's press secretary said that the plans from the US is to be sent to Germany and then to Ukraine to avoid it being a start
that
of
happening?
World War II.
Is that
The planes?
is it happening? They're going to Germany and then Ukraine.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Well,
Yeah.
but the other question is, will the US be able to backfill for Poland's Air Force? And that's been a bit of a question to replace those planes, basically. Will they?
Well, good luck to Poland trying to buy any Soviet aircraft.
Poland, Geek Hillbilly saying Poland is a NATO partner, so sending the MiG-29s to Ramstein is standard operating procedure.
Right. There you go.
They might have a little bit of difficulty backfilling all of the planes. It might take a little bit of a while, and it might be.
Is it happening though?
Yeah.
That's good news.
But I do feel like they're working on it. But they've got a couple of restrictions onto what the planes can be. They're going to replace them with F-16s.
Okay.
There's going to be some confusion. But I do think ultimately, yeah, they're working with other countries to help backfill for Poland. Edward Snowden. No.
There you go, sweetie. Oh, you've shown people joy, have you?
Yeah, I have shown people joy.
Oh, we got hosed.
But we decided sometimes you just have to
Oh dear.
laugh.
Yeah. Oh gosh, where is it?
Okay. No. Biden has said repeatedly he will not let Edward Snowden. If Edward Snowden comes home, he'd go into jail. He won't just be able to come back and go free. Yeah, Russia would see it like that. Well, I'm sure they could then move them to Moldova, I'm sure they'll figure out how to do it. I'm sure that's part of the delay, is how to get them to it. But will Edward Snowden ever be able to go back to the US? Not as long as Biden's in charge. There will eventually be an opportunity for him to come back. At the moment, there's no plans to allow him to. Yeah, I know, but they need more. There's no plans to allow him to at this stage. Eventually, this is a major arcana with the lovers, there will be an agreement, and he will be able to return. But will he go straight to jail? Yeah, but he'll pretty much go straight to jail. So he'll be able to visit family and stuff, because his legacy is, not good. He sold out his country, basically. That's the view. And yeah, he will eventually be able to come back to the US, but he'll will go straight to jail. So yeah, but it's quite a long ways off. Don't expect him to be welcomed with open arms. Will Bill Barr be prosecuted? Let's have a look. Sharon Syke. Yeah, thank you for the donation. They do help. And I do appreciate it. Hi, Yvonne Denby. How are you, my dear?
When's your next cup of coffee?
Oh, no, it's fine. I won't need another one.
All right.
It's 12. Normally I stop at an hour and a half, but I'm going to go an extra half hour. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Jen. Okay. Will William Barr be prosecuted? I've got yes. I've got the three of swords. The document, holding up the document. Definitely there's going to be something there with that, which I presume is the Mueller report. Six of Pentacles. Six is often a number of validation. In the bigger picture, the strategy, there's certainly a strategy there to prosecute him. There are definitely actions that he took that were not appropriate to his office. And that tipped the scales in favor of Trump. I certainly do think there are plans to prosecute him, but here's the thing. I'm not getting prosecution, and I keep getting health. Will his health give way before this can happen? Yeah, I'm getting another 6. Yes. Yeah, obstruction of justice. Yeah, definitely. But his health is... So in terms of being prosecuted, I think he may not be in a fit state to go to trial. You're an Air Force veteran, Craig. Thank you for your service. Not just to your own country, but to other countries as well. And the same with Geek and anyone who served. Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting health going over and over. So will he lose his license, his law license? Yes, that's definitely a yes. His autonomy there is going to be taken away. Thank you, Shelby Lisa. But his health is going to give away, and his autonomy too. So he's going to lose his license to practice law. I think that is going to be definitely happening. But as far as him reaching a trial stage, I do think there are plans to indict him. Okay, but if him getting to trial is another stage, is another thing, because he is. What's his health like? What is his health like? Well, it's rocky. It's in a transition stage from bad to worse, I think. Oh, yeah, definitely. He is facing the consequences of unwise choices during his life. Oh, definitely needs support, medicine, the Three of Cups, Three of Elixirs. I've got the Magician here. But I feel like it should be upside down. Like there's no hope of a miracle saving his health. I feel like it should be reversed. So look, I do think there are plans to indict him. Thank you, Jennifer Barnes. And I do think that he might even be indicted, but when it comes to him standing trial, I don't think he's going to be in a fit state. Would you like to see everybody who deserves to end up in jail? Absolutely. But in some cases, for various reasons, it's not going to happen. But he is going to lose his autonomy. So his health is really bad, but he's also going to lose his ability to work professionally. So his professional autonomy is out the window as well. Yeah. Okay, we've got another troll, guys. Who's got some questions? I'm going to stay on a little bit longer today, till 12:30 my time, so another 23, 24 minutes. So who's got some questions? Make you a moderator. Okay, I'll need to grab my phone for that because I can't do it on this, but I can do it on my phone. So I will be just 30 seconds, okay? Oh, no, I probably don't have to do my phones for that. Hang on. What is... Just put that on mute. Add moderator. There you go, my dear. I've just done that. How does Muller feel about Barr? Oh, betrayed. Years and years, decades of friendship down the drain. Very disappointed. But Muller isn't a vindictive man. So Merrick Garland is doing his job. I do feel like I'll have a look at Merrick Garland and progress in the DOJ in a minute. That's a lovely compliment to Patricia Craig. Thank you. You have a webcam. You are such a sweetheart. You are such a sweetheart, geek. And yeah. So how does he feel about it? He's not vindictive. He's not a vindictive man. Very disappointed. How how did this affect their wives? It certainly disrupted that and caused separation and insecurity. Yeah, their wives were affected. Their friendship was totally broken down completely. The amount of stress and insecurity that Muller's wife felt during all this and the disruption, yeah, it just absolutely tore those two women apart, unfortunately. Okay. The state investigation, they can't take up a state investigation, but I do think that's going to be picked up again. It's not completely dead in the water, the New York one, but we'll wait and see on that. Is the New York investigation dead in the water? No, there is justice coming for it. The Emperor, justice. Because it is an injustice, there will be talking. Will it be picked up again? Yes, it will. It will, yeah. For the moment, it's dead in the water, and this is unjustified. There's a pitched battle going on within that office at the moment. Page of Pentacles, there's going to be an opportunity presented, and it's going to pick up momentum again. Will Alvin Bragg be forced to resign? Hope that what I'm saying is right. Will Alvin Bragg be forced to resign? I'm still seeing a race to the finish line between New York and Georgia. You know, I'm still seeing it. Alvin Bragg, will he have to resign? Oh, got yes. Out in the cold, he'll be out in the cold, and Republican pressure. Hi, Randy Samuel. I saw your comments the other day on my International Women's Day. They were lovely. Thank you very much. And indoctrination, the processes. He's not. He's too indoctrinated to do the job properly. When you step in, yes, you have to be into a role. Yes, you have to be indoctrinated to a certain extent in the law and that you know it. But you've also got to be able to take risks, and he's not prepared to do that. What is going to happen with DeJoy? How much longer is he going to be there? Will Louis DeJoy be out of the post office in the next couple of months? Nigeria. Yeah, he is compromised. I did pick up a Republican tie there, pressured, and he's also too indoctrinated into older ways of thinking legally that he's not progressive enough to do the job that's needed. Louis DeJoy, is he going to be ousted out of the post office soon. The Postmaster General. Yeah. Lovers. Angel Light Mercy, as Linda G calls it, the star, hope, yes. So there are definitely talks. In the star, Queen of Cups. Settling of the waters. Yeah, I think he is. Will he be gone in the next couple of months? Yeah, he is going to have to walk away. So, yeah. Your guide is Clara, Craig. Craig, do you have a channel? I think I've actually, if not on my other YouTube, which I watch all my favourite shows and all that on, I don't have a channel on it. But I think I may have subscribed to you. I'll have to check. Hang on. I can do that right now. Is it just Craig Dixon? There's quite a few Craig Dixons. It might be somebody else. Tarot? No, it doesn't look like I am. No. I was sure I had a Craig Dixon there. Let's have a look. I've got 106 channels that I'm subscribed to on my sunflowers. Excellent. No. I thought I had, but obviously I don't. So sorry about that. But if you have a channel, yeah. Where I just read on it, sometime in the next couple of months, Celtics here that DeJoy is going to go. Okay, DeJoy and gang is changing the postal workers' healthcare plan reported today. Says it is too expensive. Is that in retaliation for the postal bill that was posted in Congress this week? Well, let's have a look. Heard about those teachers in Kentucky who lost all their money because it was invested in Russia. Was those changes in retaliation for that bill? Yes. Yep. Who's got a question? I've got another 10 minutes or so before I wrap up today. Ooh, Gretchen Whitmer. Is Trump tied in any way to that? Oh, you didn't lose money. There was some union that did. Oh, I'm so glad, Jennifer, that was a non-starter, that story. Thank you. But I'm sure, I thought there was a union or something that did. Okay, Gretchen Whitmer. Is Trump tied to the Whitmer kidnap plot? Yes. We'll leave it at that. Entertainment purposes only. Well, the New South Wales Police Commissioner has posted a Maserati dealers why the state is underwater. Good one. Oh. Election police bill. Okay. Florida House set to pass the election police bill. What's that? Florida lawmakers on Wednesday were set to pass a voting law package that would create a police force dedicated to pursuing election crimes. The GOP. Will this go anywhere? The bill would create an Office of Election Crimes and Security under Florida Department of State that would review fraud allegations. State law currently allows the governor to appoint officers to investigate, but it does not require him to do so. Are we afraid of our elections being too secure? Senator Trafford is a Republican sponsoring bill. Yeah. Yeah, it's an unnecessary thing. I don't know if Trump served cold McDonald's food to his CPAC guests. I don't know. Critics are saying such a thing is unnecessary. It's very clear an attempt to satiate a certain sector. Yeah. Jennifer Barnes, thank you for setting us straight and all that. Oh, thank you. You just wanted to make me laugh. That's very sweet. Yeah, so this bill, I mean, the biggest concern here is not even that it's unnecessary, is that could they could be set upon to could they be used as a tool by Republicans to suppress and intimidate voters? And the answer to that would be yes. Oh, the White House warns that Russia may use chemical weapons in the Ukraine. Will they do it? Is Thomas Massey, Florida, one of the Florida reps in the House, in the U.S. House? So, what was I? Will Russia use chemical weapons in the Ukraine? Three of Wands, Three of Swords, Three of Pentacles. They're not good. That is a pretty unholy trinity there. The consequences will be devastating. Consequences, heartbreaking and devastating. Dirty. The other thing I'm thinking is dirty bombs. Will they? Yes. The Six of Wands, yes, they will. And dirty bombs, will they use them? Six of Cups, used in the past and causing losses. Yeah, both. Both. It's just not good. Not a good picture at all that's being painted here. Okay, guys, one time for one last question. How about we do a check on the next few days for Donald Trump? What does it hold in store for Donald Trump over the next few days? Like between now and Sunday. What's Trumpy got in store for him? How can you send Mr. James a trophy for his coffee making skills? Okay, let's see. Just give me a minute. I'm still here, guys. I'm just doing something. No, that's not it. Hang on. And I'm just seeing if I can pin it. Okay, I've just put a post in my comments that has an address. It doesn't take letters, okay? So, yeah. But postage to Australia from the US is absolutely horrendous. So please don't do yourself short or anything, okay? We absolutely both appreciate the donations we get from you guys, the people who come to me for readings, everything like that. So we really do appreciate all that. Yeah, I just put the address. I tried to pin the post, but might try that later. But I just posted it on the comments page of my channel. Okay. Acorn Holler. Surname because you're an acorn holler, Jennifer. He's in groundhog holler. And yeah, so anyway, let's have a look at the next few days for Trump. Cards just want to be flying out. Chaotic with the Knight of Swords. Let's see what flies out. That didn't fly out. That was just my fingers moving. One of my favourite authors has a series of books set in Moonshine Hollow or Moonshine Hollow in Tennessee, but she is from Kentucky. One of my favourite authors, and yeah. What else is on the cards for Trump? Tipping point. He's walking a very fine tightrope here in the next few days. Mary Jane Holler. The Wheel of Fortune, a change for Trump. Is it for good or for bad? Is it a change for good or is it a bad change? Is it a good change or a bad change? I've got the Six of Wands. It's a change to do with It's a change that validates. It's a change that validates judgments. So I'm saying it's probably not a good change for him. Copperhead Road, cool. Yeah. So I just don't feel like wrapping up yet. You want to hang in with me for a while longer? Page of Swords, Chaos. Knight of Swords and Page of Swords. Disappointment for him. He's really going to be disappointed. Just don't really feel like wrapping up quite yet. Who's got a question? I was just thinking in my head about, I read on the Trump family, blah, 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 and some of the Trump kids and stuff. I was just thinking what to read on, and look what flew out of the deck, the tower. What does this tower mean? In thinking about the Trumps, what is the message with this tower? An evening up of things. Temperance. Temperance is also about being tempered down, suppressed. The Queen of Pentacles. Oh, luxurious lifestyle. She loves her luxuries and all that. And then what just fell out of the deck there? What about the Trump family? What does this tower about? Tamping down, temperance. The things that balancing out as they should, their life of luxury at an end. Who's this for? Is this for Donald Trump? Ace of Wands, yes. Well, let's have a look. I've been saying for ages, and I'll recheck it, that the city of Palm Beach is going to seize Mar-a-Lago. But I've been saying it. I saw it once, and I've been saying it in jokes. Oh, Centralia. Oh, my goodness. Yes, she does. Does Melania have someone she's been seeing? Yes, for a very long time. I don't condone cheating or things like that, but yeah, I think she would have gone insane in that position she was unwillingly put in. She told him she didn't want him to do it, and she was absolutely devastated and disappointed when he won. I burn Robin blank. Yeah, I've decided to stay on a bit longer today. I just don't feel like wrapping up yet, so No, I don't think so. I think by the time it comes to that, he'll be gone and replaced with somebody else. Yeah, I know the coal seam fire, in Centralia. Now, what was there up here? Will Trump Tower be seized for back taxes and penalties? I got proceeds of crime. We'll see. Will Trump Tower be seized? Three of Cups. There's support for that idea. Two of Cups. Three of Swords. Trump Tower is like, it would absolutely crush Trump if it got taken, and he could be, yeah. Oh, we do. I wasn't aware of that. Geek about a coal seam fire here in Australia. Yeah. Yeah, I think there's a good chance of that happening. I do feel it's going to be seized in one way or another. The family. It is the family's pride and joy. And look at this. It came out reversed. So, yeah. Yes, everyone was forced out of Centralia after that. I'd love to go and see the graffiti road, but of course nobody's allowed there. Attorney General James. What about Mar-a-Lago? Is that going to be seized? Let's have a look. Guards with the highest truth and compassion. Without glee, rancor. Is Mar-a-Lago going to be seized by either the county or the federal government? The state wouldn't charge it at the moment. But look what came flying out. The devil. When I was asking that question. Will it be seized? Page of Swords. They'll be really disappointed. Queen of Pentacles. All that luxury. Five of Swords in defeat. Yeah, I do think it is. It is going to be, yeah, disappointment for them. Another thing, another part of their luxury gone. Defeat and the devil. You have to pay the devil his due. Who's got a question? Any questions, guys? Is what a historical landmark? Mar-a-Lago? I don't know. Or the graffiti road at Centralia. Let's have a look at the news feed a bit more. Oh, the church on the hill. Assumption of the Blessed Virgin Mary, Ukrainian hill. I think I did a reading on that in one of my spooky specials, that church, but I'm not sure. Mar-a-Lago? I don't think so. You want me to do a reading on the Mother Goose House in Hazard, Kentucky? Okay. I can do that. You want to have a little bit of fun with that? Let me do my map thing. Google Maps. But first I'm going to have a look at that church. The Assumption of the Blessed. Is that church in Centralia? There's a lot of them. Church Centralia. I don't think it's the one I did a reading on, but I have done a reading on it's no, I have done a reading on that church. I have done a reading on that church. Okay, so I have done a reading on that before, I'm pretty sure. It's looking very familiar to me. Okay, so Mother Goose House. Mother. Hey, sweetie, hang on a bit longer. Gonna do some spooky stuff.
Oh,
Goose
fun, baby.
House.
I'm putting a kettle on. Do you want a cup of tea?
Oh, no, I'm fine, thank you.
I think I'll do a third cup.
Hazard County. Yeah, I think I may have done it on one of my spooky specials. Mother Goose. Oh my goodness. Is it the Mother Goose Inn? You've got a giant goose on top? Hi, James. Everyone's saying hello.
Hey, everybody. Oh, it's very nice.
Has it got a giant goose on top? Yeah, it looks like a goose on a nest. Yeah.
Actually, in America, Chris, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Most people in America. Most people are in America.
Yeah.
Well, when this mess is over, we'll go holiday.
Is it abandoned?
Huh?
It was a private residence at one time. Do people stay there? Oh, they do. It creeps me out, my dear. It really does. Oh, the Mother Goose Inn. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It creeps me out. Yeah, I know, except for the church. Is it supposed to be haunted? It even has egg-shaped windows. It's very 1940 it was built. Duck crossing. I get very old. It got oval windows up the top with, is that right? Yeah. No, it's not. Okay. It's not reportedly haunted. It's you work next door. Yeah, so you haven't heard any stories of haunting. Well, it certainly is a interesting looking building. It's backed into a hill. It's a very odd looking place, isn't it? does have the egg-shaped windows up the top. I mean, very whimsical. And backing into a hill the way it does, it's very... Does it go underground or anything? Next door at the Mother Goose Market when I was here. Owns it now. So it's not haunted. Oh, at least you never heard of it. I've actually got to say I'm a little bit disappointed that there's no stories of ghosts there, because it looks exactly like you'd think something like that. You know, you'd think, oh God, it has to be haunted. But, you know, it's not a bad thing that it's not. Very, very interesting design and stuff. I take it there's very interesting. Anyone got somewhere that you want me to check out and do a little bit of a reading on? Yeah, not every place has to be haunted, even the interesting looking ones, just because it looks a bit different. But the tale of the golden shovel is there. If you rent the place, you get the shovel. Clean up behind the goose. LOL. Anyone got someplace they'd like me to check out? I'm happy to. El Rancho Hotel in Gallup, New Mexico. Okay, let's have a look. All around those southern states, it's such a flat landscape, and a lot of it's very flat, and that's because it's very, very old. It's much older than the hilly places. And the processes, it's more than just the climate. Oh my goodness. Interesting place. All right, now it's supposed to be haunted, and I don't want any stories about what it's supposed to be. Just yes or no. It's supposed to be haunted, this place? Charm of yesterday and convenience of tomorrow. They say it is haunted. Okay, thank you, Craig. So what I'm going to do is, if anyone knows any of this, I'm going to have a read. Okay. Gods of the highest truth and compassion, please lead me into the energy of the El Rancho Hotel. I'll do so. I'll show you with the greatest respect. There's no disrespect for those who may linger there. I'd just like to read on the energy. It's a beautiful building. It's a very ancient landscape around there. Three. Group of three. Oh, I'll bring up the pictures. Hang on. Do my share screen thing. So here we are at the El Rancho. No, we'll do this one. There we go. So there's the El Rancho. I've got three. There's a picture of Lucille Ball in the room. Interesting. The pool. Whoa! And no, I didn't get a jolt or anything. It was just the wow, look at those tiles. It was just the jolt of colour coming at me. Wow. I love that. Hey, James, can we do this to the ensuite?
What's that?
Come have a look. You'll see it. I want the B-day too.
God. Okay.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's gorgeous. Southwestern Art Deco rooms, yeah. I feel like the walkways up there, like they might see someone walking there. A previous owner. We've got a merchant here, a host, mine host, possibly a previous owner. Wow. Like walking around around here. They might be sort of spotted or something. Margarita. At the goose's butt was the smoke pipe for the combustion. A farting goose. Wow. Rancho. Yeah, I'm still getting like definitely. I'm getting like three presences with the cards, and one definitely an owner or bartender, somebody. But I do feel like mine host. How am I going, Craig? Lucille Ball stayed there. Okay. Yes, there was a picture of her in one of the rooms. Yep. Did she like it? Look at the pictures of the former occupants. I don't know if there are any there, but there's Definitely, I feel like. This is very interesting to me. It's like, is someone seen there, like pacing? I feel like pacing. I was just reading your comment, Geek Hillbilly, and the where you said I installed the replacement pipes back then and would do anything for Granny Ollie. I think she felt the same about you. Yeah, a lot of movie stars stayed there. Yeah. Um, Page of Cups. Very young person too. Is there any talk about a child? That scene? Who's Clara? Clara Bow? Well, immediately Clara Bow springs to mind. It's a beautiful place. Again, I'm getting that pacing around. I think they might even like do a whole circuit. But it's a very welcoming place. I don't feel like anyone's like you'd feel horrid anywhere in the place. Doris Day. Jimmy Stewart. James Cagney. W.C. Fields. Yeah, Clara Bow. She was only 26 when she died, I think. Was Clara Bow haunted? Clara Bow is your guide. She will. Loss. Jeanette MacDonald and Nelson Eddy. I think Joan Crawford, Mae West. Wow. Yeah, I would stay there. I do feel there's a very young person there too, like a child. It's generally very welcome, but there might be one area where you might feel very mournful, very sad. Let's see if I can find that. But overall, it's very welcoming. I do love that bathroom.
Is it better? Hey? That's cool.
That well is for show. Yeah, look, I think maybe up here. Again, I think it's what I associate with the loss of the feeling of sadness. Born in 19. Oh, who am I thinking of then? Yeah, Clara Bow's the dark-haired one. You know who I was thinking of? I was thinking of the platinum blonde, 26 years old when she died. I was thinking of Jean Harlow.
Oh, you
She told you the places not to go. Is this one of them? Just this whole area, I've got quite a bit of a mournful vibe. Clara Bow as your guide. Oh, that is just so wonderful. Yeah, I was thinking of Jean Harlow, who passed so early. She was only 26. The wishing well was given to, money was given to local charities. That's lovely. Yeah. But this up here, I feel like I wouldn't want to be going up there. Yeah, she was a redhead, was she? Yeah. Um, wow, that's a really, really interesting place, the El Rancho Hotel. Does anyone have any place they'd like me to look at?
Yeah.
Not to go to certain rooms. Okay. Ah,
Come on.
okay. Anybody else got somewhere they'd like me to check out? Yeah, Geek Hillbilly, when you said you would do anything for Grandma Orly, the words went through my head was, and I would do anything for him. So I don't normally get things like that. That's a really unusual thing for me. So yeah. Thelma Todd. Yeah, I did a reading on her. I did a mystery tour on Thelma Todd. So, do you have any ties to Hollywood, like family ties or anything? Like old family ties? Has anyone got another place they'd like me to check out? New Mexico, Arizona, Nevada, parts of Texas, they're all one. The energy there is, and it's in terms of landscape evolution, the erosion and stuff, the processes that have created that flat landscape are millions of years old. And up in the northern parts of the country, the northwest, northeast, not so much the prairie parts, which are still higher, then it's newer landscape. But these older landscapes that are down in the south, in that part of America, really do resonate with so many places. Room 214. Stay away from certain places. Room 214. What can you tell me about room 214 at the El Rancho? Greed, opportunity. I've got the Ace of Pentacles. It's real. I feel like it's not a lucky place for people. Five of Wands, conflict. And it's like, yeah, it's not a good place. And it's like you get this creeping awareness. But yeah, people who stay there, they go through a little bit of a period of turmoil and in that room. So if we ever get there, and I would absolutely love to, I will avoid. Craig, you let me know the other room, and I'll avoid it. At your house, you said you were a lucky man. Do you have others that hang around? There was an actor who started out in movies in the 30s, in the early talkies where they wore too much, and he ended up being on a lot of American shows in the 50s to 60s playing policeman. His name is Jack Mulhall. Have you ever heard of him? He does have a star. Anyone else got someplace they'd like me to watch, to look at? Because I could just do a wander around the country and see where I get drawn. Albuquerque, that's the capital. You see, there's some hill country here, but it's still very old, very old. And then we get over into the flatter areas and the hill country of Texas and stuff. But it's a very ancient landscape, much more ancient than some of the other areas. You have heard of Jack Mulhall? Mm-hmm. Oh, your daughter got robbed. Oh, that's horrible. James Garner. Oh, I had such a. Oh, he'd not gone. He's just sleeping. I just absolutely adored James Garner. Absolutely adored him. I had, when I was young, one of my favourite shows for some reason was The Rockford Files. I had no idea what it was all about or anything, but I was just so captivated by him. And then, of course, as I grew older, I got to understand, it was about a detective and all that sort of stuff, private investigator and stuff. But I used to love it, absolutely adore The Rockford Files, and I absolutely adored James Garner. Let's have a look. Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia. Can you tell me anything about Jack Mulhall? I'm just out of curiosity. you're Ukrainian, mum. Don't F with you. Yeah. Good on you. You do it. And I'm really sorry for the loss. Will Shelby Lisa find some of her daughter's stolen belongings? Yes, I'm getting yes. Someone might even end up being charged. Yeah. You will get some, but there's stuff that's just going to be a lost cause to keep trying to track down. And some of it you will get back. Yeah. It's the way to Amarillo. I've been sleeping. Jack Kelly says, who's that? Who's having a fun time? And thank you. Thank you for responding to my questions. Has somebody got some place they'd like me to look at? Oh, that just sucks. Yeah, you will recover some of them, but there's stuff that it's just going to be, yeah. Who's having a fun time because he's free? Craig, would you like to email me? Would you like to join me for a little bit and we can have a if you don't have to, but I'd be really interested in. I can, if you can email me, I can then send you a link back. But no, it's up to you. No pressure. I'm not going to say would everyone else like Craig Dixon to join me. Mysterious lights in Arkansas. The mysterious lights in Arkansas. Okay. I'm getting this similar, just on out of my off the top of my head. I'm getting this similar to what we call min lights here in Australia. Lights in Arkansas. The Gordon light, is that it? Mystery light located near railroad tracks in a wooding area in Gordon, Arkansas. Is it the Gordon light? And it's been pitched. They've grabbed pictures of it and all that. Yeah. Ooh. Can you email me then? I'll just bring up the banner with my email. It is Footprint Tarot. Send me a quick email, footprinttarot@gmail.com, and I'll send you an invite. How would you like it for Craig to join me for a while? I'm just having a lot of fun, and we've gone from normal readings. So yeah. So if you email me, yeah, just send me an email. Oh, you've got an appointment with Sterling tomorrow, but after that you're free. You're with Sterling. Oh my goodness. Well, Craig, please email me and we will set something up. Okay? I would absolutely love to do something with you. And it would be an honor. It would be an honor. And can you just tell me why you think I'm asking questions about this actor, Jack Mulhall? What do you think? Why do you think I'm asking questions? So you have an appointment with Sterling on Friday or Thursday? You email me and we'll sort out something. Maybe Friday night my time, or Friday night your time, which is Saturday morning my time. I'd love to do something with you. So you email me. So Craig and I are going to get together and we're going to do some spooky things. How's that? But can you tell me now why you think why I'm so interested in I have heard of well, I was thinking Friday night your time, because which is Saturday morning mine. So email me and we'll sort something out. So where are these the Gordon lights? I have seen a special on them. Is it the railway worker? Well, I'll just answer that question. Oh, so lucky. I watch Sterling when he's on with Linda, and I watch the occasional one of his videos. I do like Sterling. I like him. Well, I never knew the man. I have watched one of his early movies, Murder on the High Seas. It was a lot of fun. There's something else. I'll give you a hint. It's to do with my maiden name. Be honest. Thank you, my darling. Really looking forward to that. Is those lights? Is that the railway worker? Yes. He's still searching. He's still hoping to find that bit of him that was lost. Which is terrible. There's nothing to fear from the light. If you were to get close, you wouldn't feel terrible or anything. There's nothing to fear from the light. In fact, he would welcome. This is like a welcome. He would welcome the help. Okay, Craig, and everyone else, thank you for joining me. I've had a ball. It's been lovely. I've done 3 hours, which I don't do. Worked in a hotel that was haunted. Big, heavy cooler doors would slam when you checked and they were locked. Wow. Judy Malley, would you like to email me the details of that? You're in Albuquerque, New Mexico now. They know everything. Well, when we meet up, you email me, and when we meet up, I'll see if they've told you why I'm asking about Jack Mulhall, Mulhall. Okay. Everyone got, thank you so much today. So I'm doing an extra thing on Saturday morning my time, Friday night yours. So thank you for all your help and stuff. Craig, I'm so looking forward to getting your email, and we'll set up a time. And so much fun. We can have a spooky Friday night over there, like a spooky special. How's that? And we'll set up the time. If you can email me, and then we'll set something up. Thank you for agreeing to be a guest. And yeah, I love you all. Stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, stay strong, and stay loving. And I will see you guys in a couple of days. Bye-bye.